Welcome back to the greatest football analysis show, the only show where we talk about football in nature, on the streets with no studio, bruv. It's been a year and we still haven't got a studio, bruv. Do you know how everyone's on YouTube's got studios, they got lighting, they got big teams,
marketing campaigns. We're not even sitting in the right chairs. We've forgotten everything.
I look like Oasis, you look like Erykah Badu, as you were saying. It's the greatest football analysis show.
And then people are willing to listen to us speak about football. We're all as crazy as each other.
That's what I clocked. I clocked that recently. I was like, you know what, David, stop trying to be normal, because you're not. You're fully insane. So just accept it.
I think this is normal.
The new normal.
Nah, man. Everyone following something, they don't know why. That's actually not normal.
Yeah.
At least we make a football show and go, how do we be ourselves and still speak about football?
Well, hashtag normal. What is normal? What should be the new normal as well? You look like you might have slept with, what's his name, Will Smith's wife.
Yeah, I do. I also look like I'm Willow Smith's best friend.
Willow Smith's best friend. What does Poet look like? Leave your comments. Comment of the week from last week. When Vuj is happy, you have to be happy. The nice will always prevail. I was quite happy, and today I feel quite happy as well, my friend.
You look amazing. I think this is one of the...
It's the new drip,
fam. Look, like everything. I think I'm with it.
I've changed,
I can't lie, I'm with it.
I just can't be asked to get fades anymore, bruv.
If you just stood up and just like took a picture. Top man season.
Hey, man, I'm done looking like I'm in a Bad Bunny video. Yeah. Now I'm trying to, top man. Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna bring it back to you. Baby. You know what I'm saying?
Heal the world.
Heal the world, DMT.
Let's talk about football.
All right, football. You got Poets going to Sweden. Look, 4-0. Man City against Liverpool, 4-0, battering the Red Men. Got a comment here, Pablo Araguende. Liverpool did all right considering how drunk their asses might have been. I still think they should have played the under-21s as a reward for covering while the main squad was in Qatar, conquering world glory. Didn't feel right to lose this match, but as legendary actor Samuel L. Jackson would tweet, Liverpool really have been partying all week because there's no rules battered.
Who cares?
Exactly.
You know when Arsenal won the double, we lost 4-0 to Liverpool. Paul Ince scored an overhead kick.
Yeah.
And the next game we lost 1-0 to Aston Villa and Dwight York done a Panenka kick. Do you know why I remember that? Because I'm totally insane. Yeah. But no one really cares.
No one cares, yeah.
You're going to go, do you remember the times Liverpool won the league during the pandemic? Yeah, and then they lost 4-0 and Raheem Sterling scored and Chamberlain got an own goal. No one cares.
You know what's nice though? I feel like Sterling was allowed to score against Liverpool. The gods allowed it. The Matrix allowed it when it doesn't matter. So there'll be no real animosity towards him.
He's still got a lot.
Yeah?
He tweeted about it. He got a lot. He's always going to get a lot.
But that is, the social media world. People are bored. They like to abuse each other. But he scores the 2 goals. Nice goals. And it was nice, I think, for him to score against Liverpool when it didn't matter.
I think you just emphasise. I think it's a reality check. Because them lot, walk off the field and they're like, we won 4-0. But when you go back home and you switch on Sky Sports News and you take a look at the Premier League table, Liverpool are in red at the top. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was a bit of a nothing game. I mean, obviously, Liverpool had a couple of chances, but it does seem like they were very tired from drinking, from, doing what they were doing, partying, couple escorts, all of that. Do you know what I mean?
Come on,
You would be naturally, because once if you over-ejaculate, you lose a lot of zinc. So
you need strawberries.
You need strawberries and lemons and all that.
But imagine this. Imagine a man standing up on the pitch. There's no one there.
Yeah.
And then you got to applaud man on the field. Oh no, I'm punching you up, fam. I've got to stand here and go like this whilst you run on the field. And now there's no fans, so you actually have to clap. It's not like Tigo was saying yesterday. It's so true. If there's loads of fans clapping, you might get away with this.
Yeah.
Not in an empty stadium, big man.
Yeah.
I need bass in your clap.
There was no bass, and they had to leave early as well. Salah didn't even get on the pitch, and half of the Man City team had already walked off.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they weren't feeling that clap. They weren't trying to make a clap.
Well, I respect the win, but you have to remember one thing, big man. You still are 20 points behind.
Yeah, it was a nothing game really. It was like a training game. I don't know. It felt like watching SC Dons against Betis. Do you know what I mean? It's just like it's end to end. It's like
it doesn't make sense.
It was a bit of fun. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't.
Liverpool hit the post. They should have scored a couple of times. People are like, "Oh my God, De Bruyne is out of this world." It's like if De Bruyne is out of this world against a team that doesn't care, it doesn't really matter.
A team that's hungover, clearly.
I might have played and looked half decent.
Definitely.
Does it really matter?
Klopp, any input?
Klopp.
We got our own Jurgen Klopp. Klopp, go on, give us a quick input.
Hangover. That must be the answer, right?
Hangover, that's it, isn't
Good
it?
film.
Hangover's a great film. Hangover 1 and 2. Oof.
Yeah.
Foden was good.
I love him.
Foden looks like he's good under 25, as you've been saying, the under 25s, and no Epstein, but under 25s.
No.
You know, yeah, but his wifey got arrested still.
Who did?
Epstein's wifey.
I see.
Maxwell Gahalizalina.
Yeah.
She got shift.
She got. Let's just, let's see what happens, because I don't know. You never know.
She might die as well.
She might just disappear out of nowhere.
Where is she gone?
She's in the Bermuda. She went on a trip to the Bermuda Triangle and the plane disappeared. You know what I mean? But yeah, thank you, Klopp, for your input. Appreciate that. But we're going to move on because Liverpool are top of the league. They are champions. We missed the dog though. I can't lie. We do miss the dog.
Oh, I get the dog.
Yes, legend. He's getting the dog. We have to have the dog. But look, top 4 battle carries on. Chelsea 3-2 against West Ham. Great win from West Ham. Got a little comment here. Imagine Chelsea played a game of their lives against City, making everybody think they're secured for a Champions League place, only to lose against West Ham in the next game. Just Chelsea things. Mikel Antonio, love him.
Yeah, I mean,
I do love him though.
of course. Like West Ham are up. Listen, people don't understand. As much Chelsea are fighting for top 4, they wouldn't play the side that weren't fighting for anything in Manchester City.
yeah.
They already kind of accepted defeat. So let's take a look at it from life perspective.
Context.
West Ham don't want to get relegated.
They do not want to get
So
relegated.
you're fighting with a
They
team
do not
that
wanna
are
get
there to survive.
relegated.
David Moyes is saying, Cuz, listen, if you're not prepared to fight, we can't. This is what I'm obviously assuming. But
Yeah.
like I said, West Ham have something to play for. So am I surprised at this? Not really.
Because the championship battle's over. We got the champion. Now it's a top 4 battle and a relegation battle. And the relegation battle arguably is more important. No way!
Hiya, Bobs.
Look
Come
how
on the
you
chair.
saw us and you're happy to see us.
he's
We missed
galloping.
you. Galloping to see us,
Galloping, my
Star of the
little G. How are
show,
you,
comments
Bobs?
under
How are you,
greatest
Bobs?
football analysis.
Hey!
Playing with you, playing
He's
with
so
you.
happy. He's so happy. Good boy.
Legend. Boy.
Good girl. Good dog.
Man, like maybe. But bruv, great. I think there was that one VAR decision which was weird.
From Suchek.
Yeah.
You gotta wait now. Stop
Was it a
being greedy. You've got
VAR?
a show to do.
Was it a VAR decision?
I mean, there's a lot of weird
Antonio
VAR
was on the
decisions,
floor, went part. But they won in the end. That's all that
and
matters.
that's the most important thing.
The Ukrainian guy, he scored.
No.
Great goal.
I like Suchek as well. I like
Yeah.
Suchek. Good player. Good DM. Looks physical. Looks strong. And well done West Ham.
Well
man.
done, West Ham. It's
Shout
an
out Geordie.
important win, and I hope they stay up. For Steve-O the madman, I know I said I didn't like the stadium, the Olympic Stadium, because it is next to Westfield and you can get 5 guys and go
Yep.
top shop.
Yeah.
But when I saw Antonio and his interview, and I do think they're a legendary club. Someone in the comments was saying Aston Villa are also a historic club. Why would you want them down? But
They are historic.
West Ham's, for me, I prefer West Ham.
I understand why. There can only be one claret and blue. I have to get rid of Burnley.
Get one
rid of-
claret of blue. You can't have 3 claret of blues. Burnley, West Ham, and Villa.
weird, innit?
Yeah, you're right. Fully right. But Poet, 3-0 United against Brighton. Brighton 0, Man United 3. Yet another dominating performance from the Reds. Bruno has been class for us going forward, but defence has also got in his team. Thanks to the Serbian done matches. Also, we can see how Ole wants his team to play. Big up to what we're saying Ole in when things weren't looking good.
Well, I'm only out now, so.
What do you mean?
I know, man. I'm
Why?
only out.
Because he's playing good.
It's nothing to do with that. It's I don't think he runs the situation.
Okay.
I don't think he's the man. I can't get. I have to look at everything. I watched Manchester United, who have so much amazing tools.
Yeah.
Like they have actually got a good team. This is the reason why I said let Ole in and give him some time. And if after that you don't see anything, fair enough. I'm sorry, Vuj. It shouldn't take you 120 minutes to be a 10-man Norwich side.
You can't.
No, but
It's
Vuj,
FA Cup.
it's not FA Cup, Vuj. There's no fans. It's Corona. Like the way you're viewing it, out of love as a fan, I'm saying to you, this is a job to them lot. So if I paid you 77 million to do a job, and the other team that you're playing hasn't even got one man worth about 15 to 20.
You know what? I hear you.
No, I'm telling. This is just reality, though. I can't expect.
But they're looking all right.
Yeah,
Bruv,
but
they're
bro,
closer
if you-
to, they're like 3 points off
If you
top
get a
4.
young YouTuber and you put him here and say compete next to Poe and Vuj, I'm not saying he won't do well. He will. But there's just certain things that we have which will
But
allow
you have
us to
off
excel.
games though, surely.
120 minutes to beat Norwich.
In the FA Cup,
And
but they beat Brighton 3-0. Brighton a tough team.
No, they're not. Not now.
They beat you lot.
5 at the. We're not good, Vuj. This is what I'm trying to say to you. Like, this is not a mantra for success. You can't have 5 at the back and you're playing.
But it was one of the goals of the seasons in this game.
Possibly,
The
but
Matic with a pass, run down the
possibly,
wing.
Vuj. But I think
Bruno
Manchester
volley.
United beating Man City, Manchester United, beating Chelsea or Manchester, that's a reason for me to go, uh-oh, what's going on here? But in actual reality, should I be happy about Manchester United winning 3-0 against Brighton, which takes you to
Bruv, they're fifth.
fifth in the league?
They're 2 points off fourth.
Yeah, they're 2 points off a team that spent nothing, Vuj.
But we thought that they were going to be out,
We
doomed
did,
and out.
but Vuj, they're 2 points off a team that hasn't spent no money. Look at it as business. You're 3 points off a team. Like, to me, Leicester City, this is nothing for you lot to be excited
Because
about.
I think you have very high expectations of Man United to be top.
No. I have high expectations of what I can see. If Manchester United had a load of players that weren't good and were mediocre, and it was David Moyes as the gaffer, I'm like, do you know what, geezer? Well done for this. Manchester United have Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba, Maguire.
They have a good team here. Since Bruno's come, they've changed it. I think, for me, I'm going, what I'm saying they've shifted positively since we were ripping into them.
Short term, like you need a. What I'm trying to say to you, if Klopp can come in and say in 4 years, we're
but that's the next thing. But they haven't got a Klopp still.
But that's why I'm not happy
Klopp's
with this.
rare, fam.
Yeah, but that's why I'm not happy with this because the season before that Pep won it, and the season before that Pep won it again. What I'm saying to you is, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in charge of Manchester United will never win the Premier League.
I think they'll win it.
So then, therefore, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer shouldn't be in charge of Manchester United because the players you've got, if you get it right, you can compete.
So you're trying to say you want a bigger, different manager?
I want Man United to be
Poet
Man United. And Man United are a good team. They
They
deserve
are.
the best manager and they deserve the best possible opportunities in being the best team.
Maybe like an Ancelotti or something. But look, United, I'd say I'm happy that they're doing better. I like a good United. It's good for Liverpool, good for the league. I like that Bruno. I like Pogba. I'm a fan of Pogba. I like that they're linking up, doing playing something. Matic is back. He's playing better.
It's
They're just
Matic,
playing better.
Pogba, and Bruno Fernandes versus who in centre midfield for Brighton.
All right, it's an easy win. All right, maybe that's not the. But what I'm saying, but look. All right.
Oh my God, you mean this wonderful player that costs 100 mil
Well, look,
and this
they're
other
playing
guy that's
better,
77
they're
mil
playing better,
together, 177 mil can't beat
But
Brighton.
it is long-term results as well. If you look at the
Not long term.
2 points off fourth, blood.
Yeah, but bro,
they were like,
the one game I'm like, let me see how good you are. Was Tottenham? They drew. They drew, my brother. I think get rid of Ole because if you get a better manager in, a better manager wins these convincingly. A better manager takes Manchester United where I genuinely believe with that proper players they deserve to be.
All right, let us know in the comments the United debate. United fans, would you want Ole to go now? Are you happy with the if I was a United fan, I'd be happy considering where we were. I understand your perspective.
You're comparing Man United to Man United. I'm comparing Man United to the Premier League. That's the reason why you don't go crazy.
They've
you
stepped
compare
down,
Man United to Man
but it's because Alex is gone.
But you can't compare Man United to Man United. I'm saying to you, Man United have Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes centre midfield. Leicester City are not as good as Manchester United.
All right.
Chelsea
I hear that.
are not as good as Manchester United.
I hear that.
But what's the difference? Brendan Rodgers and Frank Lampard. I'm just saying, get Ole out and get a convincing man. When he speaks, you're inspired. Not, yeah, you know, it was a good game and I like it if you want.
Frodo, the ring. All right. Let us know your thoughts on that little conversation there. Everton beat Leicester 2-1. You were saying Leicester are going to fall out. Wolves beating Villa 1-0. They're staying in it. And if we look at the top four battle now and the games that are coming for the rest of the teams, Wolves look very likely. Arsenal, Sheffield, Everton, Burnley, Palace and Chelsea at the end could be a big game for them. United haven't got a big run in. A tough running. Bournemouth, Villa, Southampton, Palace, West Ham, Leicester. United have the easiest run in.
I want Man United to win. I want Man United to be in Champions League.
Leicester are falling out.
But we said this in
Spurs,
December.
United, Arsenal, Palace.
And the thing is, I didn't get this right because I'm a genius. I'm far from. I said Brendan Rodgers is manager.
Yeah.
The last time he was in a situation in the Premier League where he had to overcome something that nobody thought he could do, he failed. What has he done since then to show me that he's ready for this task again? What, manage Celtic? That's not enough. You've come back to Leicester City and then you're doing things that you used to do at Liverpool. You're playing all these attacking players, but at the back, I'm just not too sure.
I hear that. You know what's
at the start it looks good, but now...
You know what's mad though? Maybe only one of these teams will miss out because Man City's tribunal case is going to be heard, I believe. The decision's made.
Man City will go into the Champions League.
COVID-19's
happened for 3 months. Loads of money's been lost. You're trying to tell me they're going to go, all right, well, since this is Champions League and we need loads of views, let's make sure Kevin De Bruyne and Raheem Sterling are not seen. You know, two massive entities that could be on the front of FIFA. This is business.
You know I don't...
guarantee you they're there next season.
You know I don't...
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
All right, I'm going. Man City are going to get banned for 1 season.
All right, 1 season is the max they will do.
How much are we betting? £5?
No, I can agree with that, but I don't even think that's going to happen.
All right, I'm saying 1 season. Poet saying Man City aren't going to get banned. Obviously, if they do get banned, it means
£5
one
away.
extra. Well, £5. It means one extra of these teams will make it into the Champions League. It's tight. Either way, it's
Very
tight.
tight.
It's 3 points between 1, 2, 4 teams. Very tight. But Tottenham is one that we expected maybe to be up there. They lost to Sheffield, the Miners, 3-1.
Sad, man.
Ollie McBurney with the low socks. I love him.
He's a rude boy.
I love Ollie McBurney.
Go to his gram.
Is his gram crazy? Yeah?
FY and...
Is it?
Head Scott. I'm going mad at the Head Scott, but he's out here.
Is it?
Yeah, I like him. I like going to them to see what their personalities are like.
Yeah.
I want to know what they're like. I like
Ollie
McBurney.
McBurney. I'd love to interview him. Shout out to the Miners, 3-1. Tottenham looking poor, man. Tottenham haven't got enough depth.
I just think...
They haven't got that X factor.
For me, Vuj,
They're scraping.
they've had 2 managers.
Yeah,
They've had some of their top players injured for periods of time.
yeah.
They're going for a massive financial crisis now. I don't know how
Yeah.
they're going to sign people. I'm not judging anyone on their worst. It's
Yeah.
not the best thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm judging Man United, for example, now on their best, and it's still not good enough for me.
Yeah.
When Tottenham get back to a point, I'll judge them. Harry Kane's still scoring. Dele Alli's look like he's come back. There are positives. Before Spurs Jose was there, Spurs were dead. Now I can see some progress.
I don't think the VAR decision to make it 1-1 was.
Oh,
he was
come
he was
on,
falling.
bruv.
He touched he accidentally touches it. The ball comes like.
Let me ask you now, knowing Jose Mourinho and how he tactically sets up the games, if that game's 1-1, I'm not saying for sure, and we'll
He
never
was
know.
fuming.
I don't think it ends 3-1. I genuinely don't.
Yeah,
If I see
VAR
Harry Kane get the equaliser and...
But I feel like these days, it goes by the law. If the ball touches an arm in an attack, doesn't matter how it touched it, you could have been kicked against you, you could have fallen and been shot, whatever. It's a goal to the other.
but
It's
how-
not a goal, sorry.
you need to-
It's cancelled.
You need to implement common sense. And
But there
most
is no common
importantly,
sense. It's
like
just
Mourinho said,
by the book. Bam, bam.
how can he be managing the game from London? We're in Sheffield.
Who was managing the game from
The
London?
VAR people are in
Yeah,
London.
they're in like Heathrow.
They're
yeah.
not even
trying to catch
here.
flights.
They can't
They're in
even-
Heathrow, bro. Looking at the EasyJet website. It doesn't make sense.
So do you know what they are? It's like the equivalent of having someone that's not in your environment coming down and telling you what to do in your environment.
Yeah.
You're there all the time.
Yeah. I hear that. But look, let us know what you think about Tottenham. Shout out to the Miners, one of our favourite teams. They've done a great this season. They might not make Europe, but to be 7th, coming up for the championship.
you lot.
Sheffield United, well done.
Yes.
And they miss their fans. They do miss their fans a little bit. I know they won this, but
Even the Brighton people
I miss
miss
the
their
fans.
fans.
Yesterday I saw the Zoom fans at the Man City game and I said, I'm done with this. I was like,
That's stupid.
this is stupid. Just take it down, bruv. Like, come on, man. I get it. They might be. For me, the Zoom fans are one
over
of the
25.
The Zoom fans are one of the worst
Yes.
decisions I've seen in my life in football.
And the person that made it was over 25. I guarantee you that.
Like, let's get some Zoom fans in there. Like, it'll lift the morale. No, it won't. Just remove it. It looks like in the last fucking scene of The Matrix. I don't want to see Zoom fans. I'm sorry. It's one of the things I don't want to see in football. I don't want to watch football. There's a shot of Raheem, and behind him, there's 10 people in their living room like this. That doesn't make sense in my head. I don't want to see that. It's a football. If there's no fans, there's no fans. Remove
cold in the shade.
Zoom. It is cold.
I'm saying.
Remove the Zoom fans. I don't like it. I don't even like Skype, let alone Zoom.
The other thing that's
Allow it, man. Allow it.
the other thing is the announcement
unnatural,
in
fam.
the stadium when they announced the player of the game. It's like, who are you doing that for?
Who's called?
Why are you
Who cares?
booming out?
So Zoom fan, like, I think I saw it initially and I was like, the Matrix, a glitch. Now I'm like, this is so unnatural. Stop trying to make unnatural things natural. It's not natural. If no fans means no fans. Not no fans, but on a screen. There still means there's fans. Allow it.
And then you got fake crowd noise. Like
Fake
this
crowd
is
noise as
terrible.
well. Hate it. But you know what was weird yesterday? At Man City, Liverpool. The fireworks.
What was that?
So, bruv, at one point, I thought that was gunshots, fam. I literally felt shook. I was like, oh. Because even the commentator, literally, once the fireworks were going off, he went, I hope that's just fireworks.
Of course, he's not from the hood. Every time he hears a loud bang, he's watching EastEnders or it is
No,
fireworks.
honestly, I thought it was gunshots. I was like, am I going to see some bloody guy with a rifle come up and start shooting up the
Don't be
pitch?
silly, man.
But I don't know these things.
Nah, it's alright.
I'm saying.
I hear you though. I do hear you.
I wasn't, like, for a
I do hear
millisecond,
you.
it wasn't like I was...
Who was doing the fireworks? The Man City?
Liverpool fans outside, apparently. But you couldn't see the fireworks. And even the commentator He was like, I hope that's just fireworks. Like even he, for a second, I
I
was like,
thought to myself,
oh shit, the Matrix got to me. I knew.
I laughed. It's an empty stadium. I can hear man talking.
It's a mad
So if I
thing,
can hear
bro.
a loud bang from somewhere, I got to think to myself,
But it
there's
was like-
60,000 people.
Yeah.
Maybe that's drowned out a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
sound as big. But when it's an empty stadium,
You know how I knew it was fireworks?
Blood clot, dog. You would have heard it.
Yeah, true. Nah, it's mad. It's mad, but
You feel me though?
anyway, it was just fireworks. That was very weird. My man, obviously, I think in these days, you just think the worst. You're like, oh shit, oh my God, run. Anyway, look. Like,
But 2020 is mad because
I
of
wouldn't
them.
even be surprised,
No,
bro.
see the top dons.
Yeah.
That's why 2020 is mad. You see us lot.
But okay.
We're cool.
We're just chilling. It's true, I go to the park.
If a Liverpool fan's done that, they're not going to do that to try and disrupt that. They're just having a laugh. Like, but obviously the people up there, gunshots.
Like, for a second,
Make some
it sounded like.
I know.
But then you hear that.
But in actual
And I
reality,
knew
it
it
wasn't. So I can either deal with what happens up here, or I can deal with what's happening around here.
Still, I hear that.
Around here, nothing's wrong.
But yeah, shout out to the guys doing fireworks. Arsenal beating Norwich 4-0, quite comfortably.
Who cares?
Southampton 3-1 against Watford. Palace losing to Burnley. Shout out to Burnley. Big shout out to Burnley. They've done well, man. Top 10
And
again.
shout out to Ben Mee.
Ben
I'm
Mee.
going to keep talking about this selfish name. The talk you
It's
gave
all
after
about
that
him,
Man
but-
City game,
Yeah.
I still can't get over it. I watched it back the other day.
Because of the guys that are flying the All Lives
Look,
Matter
he
thing.
stopped Sky Sports and said, look, we're not chatting about that today. He was the guy.
Yeah.
I say, it was
Is that
the
what
show.
he said?
Ben Mee stopped the interview and
Yeah.
said, let's talk about what's going on. Let's not pretend it didn't happen. That was the attitude.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. It was like he looked like his
bigger
head was
things
gone.
in play here. There was like something more important than what happened on the pitch today. And
But I rate him.
Go on, Ben Mee.
I
Go
rate
on,
Ben.
Ben Mee.
I rate Benjamin Mee. Newcastle 4-1. Almiron scored. I like when Almiron. He scores like one. He scored like one this season too.
For a fourth, his fourth.
Fourth.
Maybe he's fourth.
But I like him. He's come from MLS. It's a big step up. But you can see he has that like Latin just passion and so much.
He might have been with J-Lo when he was over in the States. He just has sort of
But I like
Latino spirit.
but it's just like the way he plays with so much energy.
And
sometimes he loses the
enthusiasm.
ball. But it's like, nah, go on, Almiron. Go on, my son. You want to support him.
He's got that South American spirit that I love, where
And
they
that-
just keep chasing everything and they don't give up, man.
And he's got a bit of innocence there. Like, coming from the MLS, I feel he's not spoilt by the Prem.
Go on, Almiron.
Go on, then. But if you look at the relegation battle there, it's quite tight. If it stays Villa, Bournemouth, Norwich, I wouldn't be mad.
And that's me being totally honest with you. I think Grealish
I wouldn't be
gets a
mad.
move.
Sorry to Villa. The
No,
villains.
Grealish gets the move though.
Grealish moves, yeah.
McGinn will probably get a move. Wesley probably goes to Germany or something like that. Like all the top players there. I think the good thing about this, and I know this is selfish as the Villa
Yeah.
fans, but there are players that got showcased in the Premier League, showed they got the talent, and they can move on. Villa, produce some more, man.
It's going to be tight though, because West Ham Watford are still only a few points off getting relegated. But
Now
if it
it's
stays like
experience.
this, I wouldn't be mad.
It's experience now. It's like, how many times have Watford and West Ham been there before? Their gaffer, who's the gaffer for Watford again? Ain't it? And the former Leicester manager that avoided relegation.
Yeah.
He knows how to deal with these situations. David Moyes, how many times has he been here before? He's dealt with this situation. I just think Norwich have pretty much given up. Bournemouth have been trying every year, but Eddie Howe hasn't
I
improved.
think it's
his
time
side.
for Bournemouth to go.
Aston
If Villa stay up, I wouldn't be mad either.
Yeah, the level
But I
line.
think Bournemouth and Norwich, it's time. Todd Cantwell, we rode the wave. We love you.
No, but Todd
But
is
he's
still
going to
there.
get the move.
He's getting a move.
We know Todd's going to move on.
He's getting a move. Maxi Aarons and Todd Cantwell, Ben Dwyer, even Pookie. Like those are players that I'm glad that came to the Prem. 'Cause
Yeah,
I can see them
showcase themselves.
Showcase their talent, and now they move on. Jamal Lewis, he watches Filthy Fellas. as
Tyrone
well.
Mings will probably go.
Tyrone
Villa.
Mings, definitely. Good player.
It's coming up. It looks like it's going to be Leeds. Yes.
Calvin
Ellen Road.
Phillips, welcome to the Premier League, son.
West Brom, potentially. Tight in the playoff positions as well. Brentford look like they might do it. They could even do it
need
automatically because
them to
Brentford have ballers.
Let me show you something. I need Brentford in the Premier
I need
League.
Brentford in the Prem.
If Brentford come up, I cannot lie to you. I'm 100%
I'm a Brentford fan.
buying a Brentford top. Going to Brentford
You know,
games.
we
I'm on that.
we
Pricey, where you
support
at?
Tom Price,
take
Brentford.
the tube to Brentford, can't you?
Probably, I don't know if I think it's overground or train.
Oh yeah. Is it?
Yeah, I don't think it's tube. But I'm going Brentford fan. I'm becoming Brentford fan. Get the shirt. West Brom, I've been falling off a little bit. Brentford could even get automatic, 5 points off them. I hope Mitrovic comes back.
Yes.
I do hope it's Leeds, Brentford automatic, and then Fulham to come back because of Mitrovic.
I like that. And do you know what?
I like Fulham.
This is when I would
Yeah.
stay Brentford though. if they get promoted and Ben Rama, Ollie Watkins, Henry, all of those players, I've got some French guy around. If the Corp, the Silva, if they stay, I go. If they go, I don't go. I want to watch Ben Rama.
Relegation looks interesting as well. Stoke City, classical club. We all know about the statement. If you can't do it on a wet, windy night at Stoke, are you really a football player? And they're looking like they might go down, unfortunately. Borough as well are down there.
Stoke City are the new Sunderland.
Stoke City are the new, yeah. They used to have Afellay, Shaqiri, all these players.
But you know what they didn't have?
Crouch.
What they didn't have?
Who?
An infrastructure.
I'm going to help the lady lift
Okay.
something.
I was saying they didn't have the infrastructure of younger players coming through where no matter what they can go, we'll sell these players because we got a player that's going to be great in 3 years. They neglected their youth policy.
Yeah.
Look at Southampton, no matter how much they've sold, they've been all
They've
right.
always had a...
But Stoke and Sunderland, if you take a look at shout out Rising
not the
Bullets,
same.
Sunderland's youth squad has been absolutely taken, fam. All clubs have come in and taken their
Liam
best
Neeson.
players.
They get Liam Neeson, didn't it?
He phoned them and said, I don't know where you are, but you're going to sign for my club. And they stole the
I'm
players.
taking your youth. Happy ending, Poet. The happy ending where we go through some comments from the Poet and Rouge Wanderers, and we just review them, chat a little bit, and then thank you. Leave your comments about all the football chat. Rouge's hat looks about as effective as that lifeguard at the the Olympics, the one from last week.
Okay, sorry.
I'm gonna change my name to Michael James Carpenter so I can get my comments read out. No rules.
No, all right there.
Young Poet, why are you trapping so hard? Happy birthday, Gigi. Happy birthday to Poet. He has turned 28.
5. Here's...
Wait.
Yeah, we talk about afterwards.
Guess Poet's age in the comments under.
Wrong answers only. I'm sorry.
Look at this young man.
And if you told me like I'm 72, how do you know I'm 72? Have I played with Jesus? Let us know. Leave comments.
We need Sheffield in the UCL so they can play young boys and we can see the minors against the young boys. Could be wrong, I could be right, I could be middle. Poet, year 0 of the Matrix refresh. That's what I think here. I think 2020 was a reset.
You clocked it. You're probably
Someone
right.
said it and I was like, wait a minute, you're right. 2020 is a reset year. So it's not a glitch, it's all these glitches are happening, but it's literally like, all right, we're starting again, boys. The world's been too mad for too long. Blurp.
But this is what I will say. Because luckily I met you geezer before this happened. Because when this happens, you're like, right, no, Rouge was kind of right. If this has not made you rethink everything you think you know,
To think about everything.
there is nothing else that's going to change your
There's
life.
a lot of changes, internal changes and shifts. Breathe in, breathe out. I hear you. Gerrard against Hendo debate was a big one as well. Put some respect on Gerrard's name, please, coming from a United fan. Gerrard over Henderson, player and captain. Gerrard was the better captain, in my opinion. He won the UCL with one of the worst squads in the competition. Henderson was part of one of the best squads of the decade. Let's put some respect on Gerrard's name. As a captain, he has had more effect than Henderson. 2005 Champions League final, 2006 FA Cup final, many more big games he's carried us through. Henderson's achievements is a lot more team-oriented, but in saying that, what a player he has been and also what a leader, but Gerrard for me. Henderson is a great captain. From getting told by the register, he can go play for Fulham. He stayed and fought for his place in the club, but Gerrard is a different level as a captain. When the team needs something, Gerrard will put it out of the bag, but Gerrard wasn't as fortunate enough to have half of the players Henderson has around him.
All right, let's not say all of that, because that's not necessarily true. Because
I hear that though,
Henderson
to
have
win.
Fernando Torres? Did Henderson have
but
Xabi
Fernando
Alonso?
Torres didn't
bro.
win the Champions League. He
No,
came
I hear you.
afterwards.
No, what I'm saying to you is Klopp's the reason why this has all happened. When everyone understands that, they'll forget
Yeah,
everything else.
but
'Cause
if we're
Klopp
comparing-
manages that side, with that mentality, that side wins the
But if we're
Premier League.
comparing Gerrard and Henderson, it's got to be Gerrard.
Gerrard's the
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, thank you for your conversations and your debates in the comments. But Klopp, this is about you. Big up for Reki. Norwegian Klopp really called Reese Reki. There is no rules. There's no way they just gave a birthday shout out and called a man Reki, not Reese. Because when you brought up the name to me and you said,
Reki.
it's Reki's birthday, I was like, all right, happy birthday, Reki. And then all the comments are saying, it's Reese. It's not Reki.
And do you know what's so mad for me? I just ran with it. Because in my
Yeah.
eyes, I was like, you can't say Reki with that conviction.
It's mad, you said Reki.
That was Reki, big man.
Klopp,
That was reckless.
I got a t-shirt for you as well.
Reki.
Yeah, no, it doesn't say Reki. No, but Levi sent me this like Liverpool champions t-shirt.
Oh, really? Is that for me?
And I feel like for me it was a little bit small.
All right.
And I thought, you know what, I think you'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's XL, but you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And Poet, we got these shirts that I was meant to give you ages ago. These are things that have just been in my house. But you got LA Galaxy shirt as well.
Wow.
Shout out to the LA Galaxy. So you know you're off as well because you're off. You can't film for us, innit?
Yeah. Oh, they put my name on it.
Yeah. Poet's got one as well, LA Galaxy. And we got an
This is sick.
Essie Don's shirt for you as well. It's just been in my yard, bro. Shout out to Essie Don's. Shout out to LA Galaxy. So yeah, it's just been in my bloody house. Oh yeah, and we got a Black the Ripper t-shirt as well.
Alright.
That's the GG. That's the G. And we also got a bit of merch from
I love you.
a bit of merch from Olelo Clothing, who sent me and Poet some bits, and he watches the show. Shout out to Olelo Clothing from Canada.
Oh my dons.
So,
I love you guys,
bare
man.
love, you know.
I love you guys.
Bare
Seriously.
random
Thank you,
pieces of
guys.
love. Yes, I was like, yeah, I did that ages
Yeah.
ago, but
No, but I'm glad you done it like this. It's funny, it's content, and most importantly, everyone's
it's been in
still
my
gets
house
it.
for months. So
But this-
shout out to
what's
Black
all
the
this?
Ripper. It's all for you.
This is no. At first I thought it was just this. No, you're taking a piss.
No, but then a guy called Olelo Clothing from Canada sent bits to me
All
and
of this?
you. Yeah,
All of this.
bare of it. It's quite cool, man. It's got some nice bits in there. It's like a US kind of brand.
Take it back.
Kind of shout out to Olelo, shout out to Essie Don, shout out to Black the Ripper, RIP, LA Galaxy as well. Not Galaxy, sorry, it's LAFC.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So this is my last show, guys. Thank you.
For this
I think
year,
we've done
potentially.
almost 40 episodes together.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
go.
So me and Poet are back on these streets. If anybody, has a camera, a bit of audio, wants to film us, send a message, DM us.
And I might say.
Nice.
But we're gonna work it out, and we're gonna what?
What do you mean? Have a nice.
I'm back next season, though, of course.
He's back next season. Klopp's back next season. Enjoy Norway. It's been an absolute pleasure.
How long are you going for?
Well, I'm going to Germany first, 11 days, and then
Nice
I'm going
move.
to Norway for 3 weeks.
Amazing.
We're trying to find a new Poet and Vuj in Germany, innit? Hey.
I'm going to Stockholm. Everyone that's in Stockholm,
I'm going
shout me
Serbia.
tomorrow. I'm out here tomorrow. Shout me, my G's. Come
Thank-
see the kids.
Thank you guys for watching.
Follow
We're back.
Klopp on
Follow Klopp on Instagram.
We're going to get to 5,000. We just barely hit. We haven't hit 3 yet, even.
Ah.
Guys, I'm giving you 40 episodes
But it
for
was
free.
fun.
A little bit guilty.
Well, my Uber's there. I'm getting there. My phone. Oh no.
Thank you, bro.
Have a nice.
Love. Enjoy Sweden. I hope you get to see the kids them. I mean,